Good evening, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the Cave. Um, Birfmark is gonna be a little late tonight, so I'm gonna hold it down for a little bit. So, as many people know, last Sunday was the Oscars. We're actually gonna be talking about two topics. We're gonna talk about the slap heard around the world, which happened this Sunday at the Oscars between Will Smith and Chris Rock, and we're gonna talk about building a time capsule. But let's get into the real. Like I was saying, first topic, slap around. Forgive the train in the background. So yeah, the first topic is a slap heard around the world. Um, well, let's start from the beginning. This is a very onion topic because this can be taken to many different directions. But let's start with the just the top of it. Let's Was it warranted? Was it justified? Do you think that Will Smith was right or wrong with smacking Chris Rock like that? Of course, my opinion is I don't think he was. Like, I'm all for defending your wife, but when Chris first cracked the joke, you could clearly see Will Smith was laughing, and not one of those, "Yo, my man, chill, haha, you funny, but you're not that funny." It was one of those like he slapped his knee, like, "Yo, this is hilarious," and he didn't react until his wife got mad. And then it was all about, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth and all that. So I really feel like, well, you wouldn't have done nothing if your wife ain't look at you weird. Because honestly, you should have, that should have been your next reaction. But that's one of the onion layered topics. So, we have some people joining us tonight. So anybody who's joining us, feel free, let me know. The chat is wide open. I'm going to check on the YouTube to see who's live there. But please let me know. Call in, share your views. Let's get serious with it. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it was a justified response. You know, but I could be wrong. Well, I mean, but people have different opinions. The next question that is up for this. Oh, wait, we got a caller. Hold on.
Can you hear
Good
me?
evening, Toya.
Can you hear me?
Hear you a little bit. You want to turn your volume up? Let me see.
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
you're good. I had to turn my volume up.
Okay, okay. Good evening.
I had to turn my. Okay.
Let's try it.
All right. What was you saying?
Oh, about the slap heard across the world. I'm sorry, I was late with that one. Um, I think charges should have been pressed just because Chris Rock's job at that moment was not to be a black man defending or whatever. His job was to entertain. And while entertaining, I mean, how people want to react when it affects their house, but they laugh and they hee hee when it's somebody else's house. You know what I mean? And if that was someone else's wife, Will Smith would have continued to laugh and carried on and whatever the case may be. But Chris Rock made his millions off of making fun of somebody's something. You know what I'm saying? Let it be the wife, let it be the father. You know what I'm saying? So for Will Smith to go up on stage and slap the man, like when I don't have TV. So when I went to work and I heard about it, I was like, wait, what? Was it like a skit? They're like, no, he really slapped him. I'm like, okay, all right, out of press charges. That's just, maybe I like the police. I don't know. But I feel like if you're going to violate me or your wife at this point, you're slapping me in public. Like, what are you doing? You know? And it's the same way when Kanye took the mic from Taylor back in whatever year he did it. He too should have been banned, barred, whatever the case may be. Because if you continue to allow people to forget to take their medication and physically assault, although Kanye didn't physically assault, he did embarrass Taylor Swift, somebody's going to do it and it's not going to be cute. So,
Well, with the Kanye and Taylor Swift, at least Beyonce was nice enough to sit there and have her come back on stage when Beyonce got her award to say, you know what, I know he violated you at your time, but you're going to get your time to shine because he was out of character. But for Will Smith, in defense of Chris Rock, this is what he does. Yes, you're right, he's a comedian. He even had his stand up when he cracked jokes about his own divorce. Like his own divorce, so it's like he's not,
that's my point.
So,
You
I
know,
mean, for Will Smith to really get crazy like that,
that's my point.
and like I said, what frustrated me is that Will Smith was already smiling at, laughing at the joke before, and he wasn't, he didn't get serious until Jada gave him that face. And I'm
Well,
like,
let's be honest. He is a married man, and the world already is making fun of him and his entanglements. So he is in love with a woman who probably runs shit. So he knows where his head is going to be rested, and he had to clean face. But at the same time, he should have known that the hair was an issue for her, and when he was cracking jokes, G.I. Jane, you know what I'm saying? But he
yeah.
definitely should not have been allowed to go up on the stage and not be arrested right after or removed right
And
after.
that's one of the questions that I also have for the Oscars. Once you seen that he was having those kind of exchange of words, and he got up to go up to the stage, why didn't you have security stop him from going up to the stage? Why didn't you cut the commercial? Something. Like, why did you let this whole thing play out? I'm not understanding. Because had it been Jerry Seinfeld, you would have stopped it. You wouldn't have let it go down. But
No.
then we asked the question to Will Smith: would he have done that to another comedian?
Would he have done? No, that's not the question. Your question needs to be, would he have done that to another comedian of a different race?
No, I'm not gonna say of a different race because I really don't think certain comedians of color he still would have did that to. Like, not even just a comedian. If anyone, like, I don't think if 50 Cent cracked that joke about his wife being G.I. Jane, I don't think Will would have walked up to that stage and smacked 50.
So what you're saying is that Chris Rock looked like a baby.
Like, did he really think he can do that to Chris Rock? Because he knew Chris Rock, one, I mean,
Remember?
wasn't going to do anything back.
Yeah.
Because my
I
thing,
mean, I would have pressed charges.
I mean, I would have pressed charges
You
too,
would have
honestly.
still pressed charges.
I would have pressed charges. And like I said, there's so many onions to this whole situation because a lot of people just look like, oh, what's he just filed? But at the same time, all right, they both issued apologies.
Why is Chris Rock apologizing again? I never understood that part.
I didn't understand why he was apologizing because he did nothing wrong. He cracked the joke. He did his job. But it doesn't matter. They both issued apologies. But one thing I can sit there and say is that Chris Rock has a comedy tour going on. You think
Well,
this didn't boost his ticket sales? This didn't get more money in his pocket?
that's what a coworker was saying, that the sales went off the roof
The night after it happened, I remember one of my people's, they were trying to buy tickets. They said the tickets went from $89 to almost $300 overnight after he got smacked. After he got smacked at the Oscars, so I'm like, so part of me is like, okay, Chris, you ain't retaliating because you're
You
like,
need
dude,
to thank Will Smith now.
yeah. But
Thank you, Will, for the rocks.
like you put me out there, like, yes, I'm in the spotlight now. I got a show coming. I got a
I'm here
comedy
and I
tour.
got rocks.
Yeah,
No, I still believe that they should have stopped it. They quit with the camera, um, switching it to other places.
They didn't have to let that be
But
there.
I don't want to bring in it, but I just see it as I don't believe he would have went up, like you said, if it was Jerry Seinfeld. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
He wouldn't have. He wouldn't even thought about it.
you know what I'm saying.
He wouldn't even thought about it if it was Jerry Seinfeld.
But some people would also say maybe Chris was a little distasteful speaking about his wife, and we should unite. Again, I felt like whatever he did, and Will should have sat his behind down and not have been laughing at the joke where his wife was the
I
case,
mean, my thing with
because
Will. Okay, I'm
he should
sorry.
have boxed everybody else in the audience that was laughing then.
Like yeah, exactly. But see, my thing is, Will should have been boxing everybody for the last what year and some change after his wife cheated on him. Like he's been the butt of jokes for the
Exactly.
last. So like, why are you getting mad at Chris Rock now? Now my thing is, I'm not gonna sit there and say, you should fight the young dude that your wife cheated with because your wife and him decided to cheat. But this man went to go make a song about name the song Entanglement.
Why not? It's called Ride the 30 Seconds of Fame.
My thing is now when he made a song about it, that was like a slap to your face. You didn't come confront him then. The dude had Rick Ross on the song. You ain't stepped to Rick Ross. Like so my thing is so much has gone on and it's just like, dude, you can't be mad now. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Was you worried about what somebody else was putting in your wife's mouth? Let's be real. Like, come on. I mean, she had you on her red table talking. You sit there, with the mean, with the super sad face, because your wife is literally on TV, well, on Facebook, talking about, yeah, I cheated. Like, what? Like, and then you sit there taking it like, wow. Like, and then like, not trying to knock nobody marriage because I don't know how marriage is because I've never been married. They decide to stay together and work it out and fix it. But then she come out later talking about her like Will don't sexually satisfy her. I have to check that out. But then like there was another time when she just threw pie in his face and I'm like Will, would you at the breaking point where you was like, yo, you know what? I can't take it no more. I have to. He was ready to snap. And why did you choose Chris Rock to snap on? Out of all the people
Why
cracking
not?
jokes, all the people cracking jokes. Like he's been dragged through the mud by plenty of comedians. He's been dragged through the mud by plenty of radio show hosts. As Will ever sat there and said, "Oh, call up to the radio station, keep my wife's name out your mouth." No, no.
Well,
So
that's
I
the
mean, I
crazy
don't feel
part.
it's justified, and I think Chris should sue.
I, I didn't even think of suing. I'd have pressed charges.
But Chris Rock probably
At
think
least with some kind of misdemeanor community service issue.
you gonna have a record for what you did.
I'm not letting it go by easy.
But like I said,
Um,
his ticket sales went up since after the smack. Everybody like, oh, so I'm like, wow, that's like, and then there's another conspiracy that it was all planned, like it was fake.
well, that's literally where I'm going with, because
'Cause,
I'm like, there's no way he was allowed to walk up all them stairs and it be okay. So,
like, and I mean, no disrespect, but if I'm hearing from you in the audience and you're telling me keep your wife's name out your mouth, obviously you're not in a pleasant mood. So when you get up to walk up on the stage,
wait.
I'm thinking like you about to do something. So Chris Rock ain't even look like he tried to defend himself.
I thought it was the other way around. It was the walk up, box, walk down, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. That's how I saw it. Again, never watch it in real time. I really don't care.
You're
Okay,
right.
because
I saw clips of it myself. So either way, I'm sitting there like,
I'm sorry, if they could all come together and give me what they pay in taxes, I will care more. But until then,
exactly.
I really don't care.
Okay, I
Don't
think
care
it's a
about
win-win.
Jada. Don't care about her hair. I just
it's a win-win for all of them because what I think what there was a statement made by Jada talking about she don't care about what people think about her hair, and it's just the time
As
for
she
healing.
shouldn't.
Yes, she should. That's why I'm like, well, if you don't care what people think about your hair, if you was cracking jokes calling you G.I. Jane, why did you have the angry face on?
Because,
Because he was only joking
right,
about you
but
being
you
bald.
still have feelings, you know? And it's one thing for me to hear the joke and be in the privacy of my home. It's another thing for the second he cracked this crap, you know? There goes the cameraman all up in my face, catching my husband laughing. Feelings are now involved. They may not have been there at the joke, but the after effects of it wasn't cute.
And this is why I always say I never want to be famous. I just want to be rich. Because when you are famous, everything you do is scrutinized. Everything you do is put up on the screen. Like it's just, I don't want to be famous because you have no privacy. So even if her losing her hair was a sensitive situation, everybody and their mama's gonna talk about it. Some people might not. It might be negative. It might not be negative talk. They may just be like, "Yo, that's a sad." But the fact that your name is gonna be in people's mouths, and household, and all through the media because you do have this condition.
Right,
You
but
know.
she's also okay. So she's not the only person with the condition. One of the congresswomen, I am unsure of her name. Um, the squad people. She also has the condition.
Okay.
You know, so it's not something that is that rare. Maybe it's rare, but it's not heard of. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the lady on Good Morning America, Robin,
Yeah.
she had cancer.
Yeah. I remember that. I
You know
remember.
what I'm saying? So for Jada to be in her feelings, I get it. But also when you're in the public, people judge you. I don't believe people honestly knew that she was suffering from whatever this disease is. So they're just thinking she's going dyke, bleached, haircut, whatever you want to call it. So then they're like, okay, well, I could crack a joke and G.I. Jane and whatever. And to be honest, if Jada knows what I would do, I would freaking make my husband who wants to think this is funny. Okay? Produce me as G.I. Mother Flower and Jane. Okay? Make a movie about it. Why not?
Well, yeah, because he got the money to actually
Exactly.
create
So that's
them.
how you get not putting your hands on people. You got so much to lose.
So much to
You
lose.
worked so hard
Like
to
I'm
do all
sorry,
that.
Will Smith. You would, yeah, like you're past Chris Rock right now. You make more than him. So it's like you need to just you didn't have to go up there and make a fool of yourself like that. But like I said, some people feel like it was staged because if this was a situation with two other actors, they would have cut the commercial. Security would intervene. Like you wouldn't
Well,
even,
here is what Will Smith needs to do. Will Smith needs to pay Chris Rock at least a cool penny to be like, yeah, it was staged. That should have been done right after the box. It should have been done. Okay? Because now, but again, there's no consequences. So that's why I would personally have press charges because nothing's going to happen to him. People are going to forget it in as he prepares to become the next Muhammad Ali or whatever film he's working on. Nothing's going to
yeah.
happen.
But
So
nobody's gonna forget your wife cheating on you, bro.
I kind of did because I don't care. Like,
No, nobody forgets that shit. They be like Jada, like, yeah, she cheated on Will. But it's just like, and it's just me being a conspiracy theorist. Like, I don't think this has anything to do with Will. I really feel like, and it's just my opinion. I ain't trying to, push this on nobody. I don't think Will is the type of man that Jada really wanted. Like, like like as you said, she makes the rules in the house or whatever the case may be. But I think Will is he loves Jada. He wants Jada to be his wife. He loves her. He wants to be with her. All that good stuff. But I really feel like Jada is like Will is not the man Jada really wanted. So, but she, even though Will is a good dude, Will is gonna hold her down. Will is gonna take care of her. Well, you
Will
know,
is security.
Will is security. But I don't think Will was the man that she really wanted to be with. So while
Well, I
Jada,
think the ship has sailed, no? They've been together a minute, no?
they've been all because they've been together a minute. Don't mean she still don't think Will. Not trying to say she don't love Will, but it's not the man that she probably want. But like I said, Will was the security at the time when Jada met Will. Will was, he was making a comeback. Like, he lost all his money rapping, giving it away, making bad investments, and then he recreated himself through acting. So she knew Will was gonna be there. Will was gonna hold her down.
They've been married a quarter century. I don't give a shit.
I don't mean that that's still a man that she really wanted like that.
Right, but that's the man that she's gonna die with. So, like,
But I think at that moment when she got mad and she put that face on, I think it was more of a yo, you're not acting like
right,
the man.
my real man would not have did this to me.
Exactly. Like
Like,
the man I expect to be with would not have laughed at that joke. He would have
right.
been
Well, then file for divorce and move. Keep it moving.
shit. The way money will
I
make it.
really wish
Let's
this
take a
guy.
prenup. It's cheaper to keep it, yo.
Oh no, not necessarily. 25 years. They got married in 1997. I don't know where they got married at. More than likely, probably California. And ain't that 10 years prenup or no prenup? You, uh-uh.
I don't know. I've never been rich enough for a prenup. Oh yeah, I'm not rich enough for a prenup.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some
So
people have some people like 1,000 years.
okay, yeah, I'm not rich enough for a prenup. 1,000 here. Okay,
I'm just saying.
come holla at me. I'm 100 here. 1,000. That's being very generous. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got you.
But yeah, this is real. I mean, and that's something that I noticed when I seen her reaction. It was more of that. Oh, the man I expect to be with wouldn't act like this. So is Will being himself, or he's being the man that like Jid expects him to be? And it's like, well, Will, does she ever love you for you, or for what?
Why couldn't he have been both?
I don't know, because if Will was being the man that she wanted him to be, he wouldn't have laughed at first. He would have just straight up, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth. And I can, so when he laughed at it and it was a joke, that was Will. That was like, yo, this shit's funny. Like, but then it's like, oh, Jade is not happy. All right, let me go do something about this.
I'm not sure he said Jada is not happy. I know that's just her name. Or he said the woman I'm in love with is unhappy. Oops, I messed up. He's a dumbo himself. He's always he ha 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 ha. And as in a relationship, I've seen my cousin and his wife. You understand what I'm saying? And they met when they were like 19 years old. So they grew up together because they're, how old am I? They're 42, 43 right now. And there's a lot of Dre found things funny, comical. And his girlfriend, whatever title was at that moment, gave him one look and he stopped right there and then. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like you are allowed to be yourself, but then you have to remember in the back of your mind, I'm married to this person. Yes, the joke was funny. Because sometimes people make jokes of you and you're like, yeah, that shit was funny. It hurt my feelings, but it was funny. So I don't see it as he saw Jada. No, he saw the woman he loved was upset. You know? I don't know if I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it's supposed to be,
I don't know.
but I
This
can
is what the
feel like
conversation. That's what the conversation is about. Like, I mean, this is a different way out and look at it, maybe.
he saw his wife, the girlfriend. Okay, stick a pin. So if you remember when she was doing a casting for Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and they were like, "No, you're too short. You're too bad. You know, it just doesn't look right." She said this story many years ago. I'll find it and send it to you. And she ended up being his wife. You know, she went his girlfriend on the show,
It
and
became
they
a
told her
regular.
no due to the fact of her height or something like that, you know? And she was like, okay, well, I'll marry the real man, the real wife, you know? So I just feel like they've been together for 20 plus years,
Yeah.
you know? His friend is hurt, you know? It's like if you're with somebody, it's like if somebody said something right now, right? And it was towards a child, you would probably laugh. Until they said Hunter, then the shit wouldn't have been funny one time.
Well, no, it would have been funny one time. See, once you say Hunter, yeah, I'm on attack mode. See,
Right.
but I'm not gonna sit there and laugh about it because and then I look at
But
Hunter's face and be like, Hunter's not,
he laughed, and the best word, he laughed because it was funny. But her reaction brought him back to reality like, dude, that's not something you do. And I guess when you're in a relationship, you have to keep that in mind. And he gets a lot of dirty looks, so he knows what he has to do. He knows how to perform.
yeah. I mean, look, I guess that's how it is. I mean, like I said, I just find it bugged out that he laughed first. Like, like I mean, like if somebody sat there and they was cracking jokes on, if I was married or my wife or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna laugh because if she don't find it funny, then it's not funny. Like I'm not gonna find it funny if she's hurt by that. But he openly like felt that was hilarious. Like G.I. Jane, that was funny to him, and then he realized, okay, then she's not happy about it. So like my thing is, if she wasn't there looking you in your face, like that this is not funny to me, would you have still been laughing about it?
So here's something that I just thought about, right? Suppose that was a joke he used when she cut her hair. Because there's many times in their videos that they post and whatever, they make fun of each other. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe he already called her G.I. Jane. And now he's like, yeah, see, Chris Rock thinks you're fucking G.I. Jane too. So, and then she's like, really? It wasn't funny when you said it. What? You understand? So, I don't know.
No, we don't know. You're right. We really don't know, and that's where and that's the problem. Like we don't know, and we can't really figure it out because that's why I was trying to sit there and say, I mean, but was he still hurt? I think he still had wounds from the whole she cheated thing. I know they say they healed from it, they talked it out, they worked through it, but I think he still had feelings behind it. So it's like maybe another situation where because of my wife, I'm also being joked on. Like chill, like we've been in the spotlight enough. I could be wrong. I
If
could be
he
wrong,
wanted to no longer be in the spotlight, he should have kept his ass in that chair.
and that's why people think it
He
was a
should
setup,
have kept his ass in that chair.
and that's why people
Finish
feel like,
laugh, and have her storm off and be like, I'm in the.
and that's why I sit there and say maybe all this was just a big ploy, setup, whatever. 'Cause like I said, I don't see how all this go down and Oscar security. And my thing is, he didn't get an award, so why is he coming up to the stage? Nobody wanted to sit there and stop him.
That's what I was wondering also. Like, I was like, wait, he didn't leave with anything. Again, I didn't watch it. I should watch it, but again, don't care.
I mean, even if he got an award, I think at that particular time when Chris Rock was cracking jokes, I don't think he was coming up to get an award. Chris Rock was just being a host, cracking jokes. So why did nobody say why is he going up to the stage and he's not being asked to come up here? You know, because I think he was up for one for what, King Richard or something like that. Being Serena and Venus's daddy.
Mm.
So a movie I still haven't seen because I'm like, uh, okay, Venus and Serena's daddy got a movie. Okay,
Why not?
yeah, everybody can make a movie. I'm gonna make a movie.
Okay.
I got my little camera. I'm gonna make a little bootleg movie.
He's worth $470 million, or his empire's worth that much.
Will Smith or
Yep,
King Richard? Oh,
Smith.
yeah. Well, we know he got money. Like I said, he really rebuilt himself after when he started with the Fresh Prince, and he was wiser with his money than he did when he was young and rapping. So, you know, like I said, that's why I don't understand why he went up there and did that to Chris Rock because that's not his mo. That's never been his mo. Everybody, classified Will Smith as like the happy rapper. Like he rap about good times. You know,
So, my girlfriend and I were talking about this, and all that came to my mind was my favorite rapper. I'm sorry, I'm not into rap that much. Eminem, when he was like, Will Smith don't got to rap on his rap to sell records.
he don't.
Okay, so
I mean, he don't.
no, but he could go up on TV and say "fuck you" on national TV. Keep your whatever the fuck he said.
But that's what it is. Like they battle differently. Some people will sit there and have they do a rap battle. Some people buy all your masters. Some people do other shit. Like what they do? 50 Cent bought out all the tickets for a Ja Rule concert. The first two rows, I think. Yeah, Ja Rule got the money for the concert, but 50 Cent made sure nobody really showed up because I bought your tickets, dude. You're gonna be performing into the next empty stadium. You know, I mean, sure, Ja Rule was probably like, I don't care, I'm still getting paid. You know, but that's how people think about it differently. They do.
50 cents ain't rap too tight, okay?
Well, 50 Cent.
What is that sound? Huh?
Okay, I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I turned the
So,
yeah, I turned the mic off, and then turned it
yeah.
back on.
Weird thing. I didn't know this. Fun fact. Eminem made fun of Michael Jackson one time.
Yes.
Michael Jackson did nothing better than bought all the rights to them TV or whatever. Now, to me, that's how a king plays.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean?
That's
That's
exactly
the
how it is.
that's the king. Like
Yeah. Yep. He said, "Oh, you want to diss me on your record? I'm just gonna buy
I got
all the
you.
rights. So every time somebody play your music, I get money off of you." That's how you're supposed to move when you at that point. Like, and that's what how.
That is my point. So Ja Rule I mean, 50 wants to buy out things for Ja Rule. Really? Nah, you ain't getting nothing out of it. What, a joy of saying I'm rich enough to buy out Ja Rule? Shut up. Sit down. Like,
I mean, I think he bought it just so Ja Rule come out on stage and realize there's nobody there. But he saw 50 just clapping in like one of the seats, like, yeah, I poured out most of the tickets, so none of your fans are here. I'm not letting you get no publicity. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, you bought the tickets, I'm still getting paid.
exactly.
So I'll sit here and perform for you all day.
Oh,
I mean,
I'll.
like I said, the funniest thing about the 50 and Ja Rule beef is that 50 cracked jokes on Ja Rule for singing on his records. But 50, you did about the same thing, bro. You stole his style. So like so I'm like, come on. But that's okay.
What was your next bullet point?
Oh no, I was saying well for the smack around the world, yeah, that was it. That was was it was his wound still from the whole entanglement thing? And I just
Um, yeah.
like it's just complicated. I don't understand. I just don't really like. Was he justified? And I don't think he was justified. And I think Chris Rock should sue. But like I said, Chris Rock ticket sales went up after what happened. So now that he's on his comedy tour, he's getting paid way more money than he was going to get paid before.
because he locked in one time.
Yeah, and you might get people who bought tickets for more money just to sit there and try to scream out, "Oh, you got spanked by Will Smith." It don't matter. You just paid $300 for a ticket to say that. When the tickets was only $90 before it happened. So you paid an extra $200 is probably gonna come. At least 100 that gonna come into his pocket just for
Yeah,
you to
sure.
scream out, "You got smacked by Will Smith." Okay, I'll take your money. Thank you.
So I don't know if you, I don't remember what happens in Florida or something like that. They did the NBA All Star Weekend, and this one lady did a GoFundMe page, right?
That was a scam. Yeah.
Right. But in order for you to write something, you had to fund her $5.
Yeah, it was straight up scam.
Well, she got the money
Of
apparently.
course you got the money. Tell me, "Oh, I'm stuck. I need help to go home." And they
Yes.
dropped a whole bunch of people trying to pull the same scam. "Oh, I can't get home. Trying to get home to my babies. Please send money." But just to write a comment, they're
They're
gonna try.
charging $5.
Yeah, because people gonna sit there and want to sit there and be heard. They want their voices heard, so they're gonna just to sit there and say, "Oh, that was so stupid of you," whatever, whatever.
I have never wanted to be heard that much.
But
And
this,
you know I love to talk.
but this is this new generation. Like this new generation, they on that. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be everywhere. That's why Facebook and Instagram, they now cater to videos more than they do pictures because they want people to always be on there talking and being social, and people will die for that. I remember Denzel watches this. He said something. He said this new generation, people are rushing to be first, then be correct. So they'll sit there and get on the Instagram and all that to say a whole bunch of stuff, and they don't even know if it's true or if if it's the real thing that they're saying. They just want to be the first ones to say, "I said it." Like to the point where how people post memes or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
People make sure they put at so and so you know who posted the meme. And I'm like, dude, I seen this way before you even posted it. So what are you talking about? Like people just they try to make themselves. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They try to make themselves relevant. And I'm like, this is a, kind of a sad generation. And I can't sit there and say generation because there's people from our generation and maybe a little older who's falling into that trap. Like they gotta be seen. They gotta be on Facebook doing everything, Instagram, everything. And it's just like, dude, if your character holds up, it don't matter what you post. It don't. You know. You know. But yeah.
It's a year. No, it's over a year that I didn't delete my Facebook. I just put it all the way in the back of my phone. So you gotta swipe to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I was legit had it hooked to my hip. Like, oh my god. I like 7 years ago I turned off the notification and because like you're trying to sleep and it's whoop 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 whoop. Somebody said hi, somebody poked you, somebody that. And I'm like, no. But I'm proud of you. Like,
No, I mean that's what's up because I don't even take my phone in the room with me. Like when I go to bed, I don't take it in the bed with me, and I know a lot of people. That's not what I do. I stopped doing that, and even my doctor, he's like, "Yo, you're gonna get better sleep if you stop doing it." Because some people great, even with that, even when the phone light up, they let you know. Even if you check it or not, just that phone lighting up breaks your sleep a little bit. He said, leave the phone. And see what it is, I'm one of the people that actually still have a house phone. So I can leave. So I leave my cell phone in the living room because I have a house phone. So if somebody who really needs to get in contact with me, they have my house number. So if I get a phone call 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting up like, yo, what's the emergency? You know?
What happened? What happened? What
Yeah,
happened?
that's what I'm saying. So I know if the house phone go off in weird hours of the night, okay, something's going down. Because only certain amount of people have this number. But for the most part, nah, I don't take my phone. One thing I used to do that I need to start doing is I did take Facebook and all the social media stuff off my phone. I still had it on my tablet, but I take it all off my phone. So this way, at least during the day when I'm working, I really won't check it until I get home. And then if I check it when I get home, they're like,
Everything had already died down already.
yeah, everything already died down already. So it's like there's no reason why I need to be up on it. Like, oh, whatever. Oh, no, I just nothing. And I mean, I need to go back to that because at least it would, it's what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say moderation, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for. But it's still it's kind of limits the abuse in it because some people I see be going crazy. Like when I be on the phone, like when I be on a train, like I have my Bluetooth headset, so I'm jamming to my music on my Bluetooth headphones, and I'm like, okay, cool. But then I see some people they can't even like put their phone in their pocket. They got to hold their phone in their hand, and I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like, I mean, if somebody texts you, fine, let it come through. Like you don't have to respond right away. Like because if it was that dire mercy, have them call you. That's I'm like, I don't know, and I just like I know I need to slow down because it don't make no sense to me that we aren't connected. But like I said before, this is a new technological world. Is that a word? Did I pronounce that correctly? Technological world. Yeah, but so that's my new thing. Like I just did the Facebook, did the Instagram, take off the Messenger. I'll check when I get home.
There is this, I'm big on podcasts. There's this podcast called Offline with John Favreau.
Oh, they
And
do, they do. Okay.
he talks to people who are just offline. They don't have to connect. They don't have to, you know what I'm saying? They talk about the pros and cons of Facebook, of other social media stuff. You should listen to it. You know, I no longer get my adrenaline from Facebook. I think I signed on to Facebook when she was 1 years old. She's going to be 14 next year. So my adrenaline off of it, the high I used to get when I Candy Crush or Farmville or whatever,
Wow,
I
remember
don't get,
Farmville?
huh?
I said, remember Farmville?
Yeah.
Shit, that's way back.
The high is no longer there, you know? So I'm not even in the groups the way I used to be anymore. I go on to like more to check Messenger than to be on Facebook. Like a friend and I, we're still communicating via Messenger. I don't know why we don't text or call each other, but I just don't.
I feel you. I got a friend like that too. We got each other's phone number, but Messenger. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, we have each other's phone number. Like, why are we messaging?
Yeah, but still do it, you know? It's just one of those things where it's like, okay,
It is,
it's
but
there. It's not important. It's like I'll text and be like, "Hey, how are you?" If you see the text in 20 years, you will reply back in 20 years. It's okay. It's not an emergency, you
I
know?
understand.
So, I don't know. I want to say I unplug, but I haven't. Like, um, The politics I used to listen to 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I no longer, because I am no longer scared of anything. I don't feel like the world's ending the way it used to a couple years ago. Um, I come home real tired and I'm now plugged into my TV at all times. You know, so you disconnect from that.
See,
But
and
when you
that's where I don't connect to my TV like I used to. I mean, partly because most of it is because Hunt is here
right,
more time now. So when we get in, I'm making sure he eat. I'm making sure his homework done.
right,
So
right, right.
I don't. Yeah. So I don't turn on the TV until after you go to bed. But I'm so tired. I'll be going to bed like a half an hour after he is, and I'm like,
Well, I don't know what it is. This week, last week, I've just been physically drained. I started bike riding from work to home,
oh, that's dope.
and yeah, I didn't do it yet this week because every day this week something happened.
Well,
Today
maybe
I
it
had,
was just brick ass cold Monday and Tuesday.
well, I had somewhere to also go, so like it wasn't even that. And to be honest with you, it's just 2.18 miles from my job to my house. So you're literally there half an hour. It's
That's a great ride, though.
yeah, it's not that bad. Um, but maybe that's why I'm so tired. Like yesterday, I mean, this morning I was knocked out, and I don't know. But it's a program, especially living in NYCHA. It's only $5, unlimited rides on the city bus.
City, right?
Yeah, is there one in front of your building?
Um, they're close by. I don't know if they're.
Yeah.
It's not. I might have
I
to look
wanted to
into it.
ride to the supermarket one day, but I'm like, where would I leave the bike? Because there's none. I don't think there's any at the supermarket on Lexington.
Wait, so you said it's $5 unlimited a day?
No, for the month,
$5 for the month?
544.
Oh snap! I'm definitely linking up for that for the spring and summer.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
City and Central Park is right there.
Central Park is right there, so that's where I ride through because I don't trust the like. I ain't riding on no street. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm chicken. I'm chicken. 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 You see these busts, and I'm fat, so no, not doing it. But Gerald has a bike. I have a bike, but my bike, the wheel is flat, so I don't know if I need to change it or whatever the case is. And the last time this happened, because this bike is at least 14 years old already. Last time it happened, it was like almost $200 to fix the bike because they did all the little tune-ups and everything like that. I don't have $200, but I got $5.44.
Not a bad idea.
So there is a port right outside my house, and there's a dock right outside my job.
That's great.
So it's like,
But I work at Four Wheel Trade. I want to find out where I could deposit that bike at.
so I was on Fulton earlier this week, and they had a lot of bike centers down there, they said. Like I was looking it up while I was down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look tomorrow at lunch. Well, no, it's
Yeah.
supposed to rain tomorrow, so I don't know.
Is it? Hmm.
I don't know.
I just know that where I went to the Social Security office, well, on John and Dewey or whatever that block is called, there was some over there. I don't know where Orchard Center is, but it's not that
Let's
far.
say 60% chance of rain. So I might. I'll go out. 'Cause I was gonna take my camera with me, but I'll take my camera and still take a look at it and see what's out there.
I just feel like I would like to believe it's the bike that got me so exhausted because I rode to and from the train station on Sunday, but it was
Oh,
like a
look
2 minute
who's
ride.
joining the party!
Hello, sir. How are
Hello,
you?
everybody. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, powerful black man?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How y'all doing today?
You all right? You all right?
Word. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate you.
Okay.
What are you sipping on?
Iced tea and lemonade.
Oh, that's my half and half. Yo, mix that with
Yeah.
some Long Island iced tea, man. Ooh.
And again?
Mix with some Long Island iced tea.
Oh, you drinking again?
Right. Yo, Toya just bounced because you came. Dang, that's cold, Toya.
I know. I said thank you to her. She just said, "All right, I'm out."
Yo, that's mad cold, son.
Yeah. Sorry for the lateness, everybody. Y'all, I was finishing up this speech for my public speaking class. I had to have it done. The fucking semester started on Monday, and we had a fucking speech due today. Like this shit is crazy. It's only Wednesday.
It's called a public speaking class.
But nigga, my last two classes for last semester, everything was due on a Sunday. This bitch, well, I'm not gonna say bitch.
Oh, see, we just had this conversation last week. You do call everybody a bitch.
I know. That's just my way of expression. This lady got us doing work Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Like, come on, are you kidding me? Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
I had some
I got a
classes.
job. Shit, I got a life. I got shit to do. I'll be tired. Wednesday, fucking
I had some
Friday.
classes. Yeah, some professors like, yo, just give me everything on Sunday. Other
Yeah.
other professors like, I need some on Wednesday and I need some on Sunday. I'm like, wait, hold up. The middle of the week is hard for me.
This is
But
like Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck?
yeah, yeah, I
Well, what's
remember.
good? What, you know?
Yeah, we was talking about the Chris Brown and I'm not Chris Brown. I'm sorry, Will Smith and
Chris
Chris.
Brown. Woo! Chris Brown and Rihanna?
Nah, now we touched on the Will Smith and what's his dude name? Chris Rock
Right.
situation. So
So,
yeah,
what did we say so far? What happened?
we
How did you
discussed
feel?
it. I think it was a setup. I mean, we discussed that it wasn't justified. You know. And then we got into the fact that was it a plan? Was it a setup? Like, was this something that seemed to be legit? Because I don't see how security didn't stop Will from going on stage. Like,
True.
my thing is, you see this man get up out his seat and he wasn't getting an award. Why nobody said they said, "Where you going?"
True.
Like, especially after he cracked a joke about his wife, and you can see nobody's happy right now. Nobody
True.
cut the commercial or nothing, so they let that play out. Then we also mentioned that Chris Rock has a comedy tour with Kevin Hart.
Yes.
His ticket
Mind you,
prices,
the tickets was $80 last week. Them shits is
and
three
they
hundred
went up
dollars now.
exactly. They went up after what happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, was this part of the plan to get Chris more money? Like, I mean, you know, then he was like, yo, like, Will, like I said, I ain't mad that you want to step up for your wife. I get that, but I still feel like he was a little weird for laughing at first. Like, and not on one of those. He was knee slapping like, yo, this is hilarious. Until he saw Jada get mad, and it was
But
like,
then I think I sent you something. Let me see if I sent it to you. There's another angle. There's an angle. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna send this shit to you so you can see it too. There's an angle coming from the side of where Jada was sitting, and after he slapped her, after he slapped him. Hold on. Go sit down. Go. Get out of my face.
why are you talking to the dog like that?
Because he peed in my floor. Get out. And
Sorry.
he gets enough walks that he need to pee in my damn room, in my house. Go lay in your bed. Go on your bed. Nigga. What is it? Do I have that shit? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna send it to you. There's an angle where after he slapped him, he's coming back to sit down, and when the point where he said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, Jada was laughing and clapping. I just sent it to you. So I don't know. You looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Michael Rappaport sent it. Yeah, she laughing and clapping like it was supposed to happen.
Like it was a joke. Like it was
No, that
nothing.
was a joke. Now you talking about keep my fucking keep my wife out your mouth. Yeah. Oh, I think the whole thing was just a whole setup.
Now, it's just there's so many scenarios that I've been thinking about since this shit happened. First of all, like I said, I don't know. I'm sorry if you and Toya covered most of part of it, but
Okay.
I just want to get my point. So first of all, the joke wasn't even that serious. That's the first thing. G.I. Jane wasn't that serious. Number two, this nigga Will was laughing at that shit because it was funny. Number three, he saw her face. She rolled her eyes a little bit. He waited at least 30 seconds. And then he did the cool walk. And then, like, that's the way he slapped him was like it was, yeah, like you said, like it was planned. It was like a planned slap. Like, if I'm slapping you, I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna just slap the shit out of you. Like,
Sure.
that's just me. And I'm not, and the way he hit him, it didn't even seem like he hit him hard. If I'm slapping you, you gonna hear that shit, and I'm knocking you down. And then the way he walked back like with a little smirk on his face, like this shit was funny. And then sits down and everything's fine. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. My white name out your book. Like it was just too. I don't know. It was just too animated. When I first saw it, I thought it was an act. But then, like as it went on, and Chris was like, this shit was serious or whatever. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
No, like I said, Chris, his tickets went up.
Yeah, but so he was talking on some show. I was just watching it too. I'm gonna send you that. He was talking on somebody's show recently, like I guess today or yesterday, and he said that shit made him think about. It brought back memories of when he was bullied as a kid. He was a skinny ass, ugly ass, buck-toothed kid. I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that show he had was just a like a glimpse of what he went through. Like everybody hates Chris. It was like, he had, he grew up in a star. He was used to, he was being bullied. That probably brought him back.
He said his first show that he did on Saturday Night Live, as soon as his first show, he said he got robbed on his way home. He was on DeKalb Avenue in Brooklyn. He said after his first show, he was walking down DeKalb Avenue and niggas robbed him. After his first show at SNL. He said that shit brought back memories of when he was bullied. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I'm reading different shit about how people were saying how, it's a step back for the black people. How it's fucked up that this probably was planned because Harvey Weinstein and whoever else, Harvey Weinstein raped motherfuckers and they didn't take his Oscar away from him, and then some other people did some shit. They didn't take their Oscar away from him, but now they in talks of, disciplinary actions, thinking about taking the fucking Oscar away from this guy. Which, again, the slap was stupid. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. It's fucking retarded. And people were saying that, Chris, like his comedic responses they're on a teleprompter. So they were saying that, I was reading that they were saying that somebody probably snuck that in there because he has to read the teleprompter because that's what they do on fucking award shows. They read the teleprompter. They don't come up with their own jokes. So they said they probably put that shit on there. So they set him up. They set him up to get slapped, or they set him up for some issue. But then, like you said, he walked right up there. Ain't no fucking cops or nothing. No, no fucking security. Nothing came up there. He slapped him. Ain't no security come down to get him. He just kindly walked back to his seat and sat the fuck down. If this was the Source Awards or Double XL Awards and niggas walk up on stage, securities automatically come up there because they know shit is about to pop off. So just because it's the Oscars, you think ain't shit gonna pop off? Oh.
I mean, we also discussed the fact that if it was another comedian up there, of color or non-color, would he have the same response? So let's say, not even as just a comedian, we brought up the, let's say 50 Cent was hosting, and 50 Cent cracked a joke about
Nah, he wouldn't have went up there
And that's what we trying to say. Like, so where was it that Will was feeling like, oh, let me get froggy with Chris Rock.
because he knows that Chris Rock is harmless.
You
He
know,
won't do nothing back.
that's what I'm like. Yeah, well, like to me, like I said, he's a dollar too late.
That don't mean I. It doesn't mean I dislike Will because I still like Will Smith.
No, I'm just saying what he did was just not cool,
It was
man.
stupid.
Like you made too
And
much money. You made too much money for that.
200 million to be exact.
Well, I mean,
And
Toya,
Chris Rock is only 30. Chris Rock's net worth is 300 million.
shit, Toya just read a higher
I
number.
mean 30 million. Go
Yeah,
ahead. What happened?
no, she read a higher number. She looked him. I think he's up to 47 million. Will Smith.
470.
I don't know. She read a big number like wait, Toya. Okay, Toya just wrote her name and
Yeah, Will Smith.
470. Yeah, 470 million.
Yeah. Okay. So that yeah. When I read it the other day, I said 300 million, but still, that's still a lot.
That's still a lot. It was too much for you to act the way you did.
And Chris Rock is only 30 million. So
Well, he about to be more money now because since you slapped him up, you raised up his tour prices.
yeah, but he's not gonna sue. He don't want to sue.
He's
And
not
I mean, me,
I would have
I would
sued.
have sued that nigga.
I would have had my lawyers calling right away.
I would
Like
have sued for damages. My cheek broken, even though he ain't hit me that hard.
you assaulted me at work.
You assaulted me at work. That's one. Number two, now I can never go on live television and in front of an audience again because now I have anxiety. Every time I get on stage, I'm fucking gonna be thinking about you hitting me. I'm gonna milk that shit.
I'm a milkhead. Like doing live shows. Yeah, world just
But
fucking himself.
I mean, it's fucked up that our black people gotta do this to each other because all it proves to the white man is that you can't take black home nowhere.
No, and it was crazy because this year at the Oscars they had a black person producing it, and everybody who presented the award was an
Right.
HBCU graduate.
Yep.
So he made sure I'm producing this as an HBCU graduate, as an Alpha for Alpha Incorporated.
That's right.
So he made sure everybody was on, and it's just like because that one happened, they be like, nope, they can't do this no more. They don't.
Yeah, you
Like,
already know. You can't let black people have shit because you know they're gonna fuck it up.
you know.
That's what they saying.
So
That's exactly what they're saying.
so I'm like, that's the whole thing. And then like it was like you know, and that's when I brought up a topic of maybe Toy won't understand this, but Will Smith didn't do anything until Jada gave him that look. Now we
But
know,
there was nothing wrong. Chris Rock didn't do nothing wrong.
but we know even though she brought up a good point. Will and Jada been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
But my thing is, we all know what kind of dude Jada is originally attracted to.
Yeah.
Not trying to say she still got love for Tupac, but that's the kind of dude she liked. So now, I'm taking it to another level where there's a lot of men who's in relationships with women, and these women aren't really into the dude that you are. They try to make it seem like this is a dude I want you to be. So while Will was laughing at the joke because it was funny,
It was funny.
he now has to be this hardcore dude that his wife is looking at him like, you're not going to sit there and say nothing about this or do nothing about this? So now it's like, I got to go up there and smack you and tell you to keep her name out your mouth. But I'm like, where was his energy when she had somebody else's stuff in her mouth? Like, I mean, I'm like, what was his energy, dude? This dude made a whole song called Entanglements about what he did with your wife. Where was your energy to smack him? Like, come on. Granted, okay, fine. They cheated. She did what she did. But once he dropped a song about it, oh, my man, now you're going too far.
Right.
Like, where was the energy? You should have smacked him. You should have smacked Rick Ross, because Rick Ross was on the song, too. But it's crazy. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
This is all stupid. Let's see how far it goes. Because this is just the beginning.
I don't think it's going to go far.
Once people start thinking and shit, You'll see how far it goes. And then the other crazy shit was at the after party, he wasn't even phased about the shit. He's just enjoying the rest of his night like ain't nothing happened. Partying and having fun, showing up, taking pictures, showing up the ward with him and Jada. It's like, okay, like nigga, you don't think you did nothing wrong?
No, he don't think he did nothing wrong. He think he defended his wife.
While Chris Rock is all fucked up, he's still wondering what the fuck the situation was and how the fuck it happened that way. And you sitting there chilling, laughing, joking, and having fun now.
That's because Will Smith got to a point where he felt like he was untouchable.
I don't think it's found out he's untouchable. I think that she got him fucked up.
She did. She do.
Where he don't know what to do right anymore. He loves her so much, and he's willing to protect her or whatever it is so much that he will make himself look like a fucking fool for her while she just chilling. Now, mind you, he had this disease since 2018. This is now 2022. Why are you getting offended?
Shit. First of all,
I'm just assuming. I'm just.
no. I mean, but see, most people didn't even think she had this disease. Most people thought she just cut her hair off just to say, "Yo, fuck it."
No.
And nobody thought twice.
He got this disease in 2018. Her daughter had long fucking dreads. Her daughter cut her hair so that she could have hair, her bald head like her mother.
I was wondering why Willow cut her hair off.
Exactly. But remember, they didn't broadcast her having this alopecia shit like that. They didn't broadcast it that much.
Look, first of all, after Black Panther came out and all the female warriors is bald anyway, that shit was the trend.
Mind you, there's a movie out with Sanaa Lathan. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Hair.
Yeah, when she cut her hair off. Yeah.
She cut her hair off. Like, come on. And then like people were saying that you got all this fucking money. Why couldn't you just wear a wig? So, not saying that you have to wear a wig because this is your hair. You don't have to. But if you feel some kind of way because your head is bald and then somebody made a joke about it, why you didn't fucking wear a wig? Number two, when you go to a comedy show and you sit in the front fucking seat, you getting roasted, whether you like it or not.
And that's another thing. Like, comedians, this is what they do.
That's their job.
That's their
Their
job.
job is to roast you.
So you came in here with a fly green dress on, bald-headed.
Bald head.
I'm thinking G.I. Jane, and I'm going to keep it funky with you because there's layers to that G.I. Jane joke. This goes back to the original G.I. Jane, Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Who slept with a younger man. What man? Bruce Willis.
Oh.
So
that's probably why she got upset.
So I'm like, the G.I. Jane Part 2. Okay.
That's why she probably got upset.
Maybe, I'm just saying, that's just something I thought about, like, wasn't Demi Moore G.I. Jane and she messed around with Ashton Kutcher?
That's probably why she got upset.
People like, you're G.I. Jane and you cut your hair off and you got alopecia and you're going to mess around with, what's his name, August Alsina?
Yep.
And this is a comment I said, and I know it's a joke. People always say shit like this, but that was some bullheaded whole shit. Like,
that really was.
Literally, she's a bullheaded. She's doing some whole shit right there.
Like, I honestly, I joke, and I don't think that shit was anything to get upset over.
Nah, but I want to bring something back to what you said about how Will Smith is so busy trying to make her happy. He doesn't.
But she's not. He's so sorry to cut you off. He's so busy trying to make her happy, but she's not as busy trying to make him happy. Because he wouldn't be stressed the fuck out as he is.
And I don't, and I know how that feels because I can sit there and say that I was in a relationship like that where I didn't know what I was doing was right or wrong because I was just trying to, I just was so in love with this chick. I was trying to be everything she wanted me to be, and you wind up not being yourself. And it just seemed at that particular time where Will Smith was being himself and laughing at the joke, the fact that she got upset, it was like, no, that's not how you're supposed to act about this. And it's just like, oh, let me go do something about it. And it's like,
but she didn't even get upset. She just rolled her eyes.
And that's one of those, if you do something about
she rolled her eyes like, oh, okay, here's another fucking ball joke. That's how she rolled her eyes.
But he look at her like, shit, if I don't do nothing about it now, I'm going to hear about this when I get home.
Yeah. Well, she probably like, Tupac would have did this. August would have did this, and your little punk ass is gonna let niggas talk about my, you know.
Not that not, and I'm trying to say that's what she would have done, but I know this is what women do. Sometimes when a situation arises and you don't handle it the way they think the way they think you should handle it, first thing out their mouth is, oh well, um, other dudes I know would have did this or would have
Yeah,
did
I
this.
don't feel that you could protect me.
Or I'm like, what? And I mean, I'm only speaking because I've been through that kind of relationship where a woman told me, hey, like, I'm used to dudes who did this, I'm used to do that. But my thing is, yeah, but some of these dudes are not around. They're not here right now. So I mean, something about them is not perfect. Everybody is not, you're gonna 80-20 rule. You know what I mean? Yeah, Toya, you're correct. I'm not saying all women, some women, but you know, and I'm not talking about the women who aren't like that. It's just the women who are like that need to sit there and say, this is what it's like, but they won't admit to the fact that that's who they are. So,
It's just unfortunate that our people have to. We take so many steps forward that one incident will bring us back 50 million steps.
like, I mean, like, it's so overshadowed that we can't even celebrate the fact that Samuel Jackson got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yep,
Like,
I heard about
that
that.
took a back seat to whatever happened after the smack. Normally, if the smack didn't happen, that's something that would have been front page news.
Yep.
He got the Lifetime Achievement Award. Questlove got his Oscar for the Summer of Soul documentary.
It
Like
took
he,
his, it took away his joy. It took away his thunder, his shine.
yeah, like this is stuff that we would have celebrated. Like, yo,
I don't know. It's just crazy. This shit is. This world is nuts. It took away from all the shit that they was talking about with Putin and fucking Ukraine, and now we on this shit, and then it was the 100th anniversary of fucking Emmett Till being lynched, and they made the new Emmett Till lynching law. So it's like so much that happened, within this week, and it's like they just again our people just keep going backwards. We go forwards and then we just go further backwards, and it's just hurtful. It's just real fucked up because the powers that be, the white man, they gonna always look at us and like, look at them niggas. That's it. Look at them niggas.
I mean, look. Unfortunately, you're right. That's why more of us need to get into politics. More of us need to, get in these offices where we can make a difference. Like them old people on the Capitol Hill, they're not going nowhere because nobody's sitting there challenging them.
Yeah,
You know,
that's it.
like some of
Not
us.
even that. I don't think it's that nobody's challenging them, but when you got old money, old white money, you can't get rid of them niggas until they die. Their positions is not gonna be up until they die.
And they not dying no time soon because they got all the hooks up to the good doctors.
That too. That too.
Like,
I
any
mean, yeah, I'm great that we got a fucking black Supreme Court justice now. You
yeah.
know, I'm happy with that. You know,
But they put her through the ringer too.
people already started bashing her like, oh, she gonna be a bitch, and she ain't gonna look out for the people. But it's not about looking out for the people. It's about doing what's right. Like, that's a big step. The
That's
first
very
black
cool.
woman Supreme Court justice. Thurgood Marshall was the first black man, and now we got the first fucking black woman. Like, it's crazy.
Put her through the ringer, B. Her interview process.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
what?
she know how to handle us, and she moves her way up legitimately. No scandals,
No
no
scandal.
knowing nobody. She did her shit legit, just like fucking Barack. When Barack was president, they couldn't find no scandals with Barack. That was one of the cleanest fucking presidents out there. All these other presidents got shit going on.
He was like, nope, it's just me, Michelle, and the babies.
Exactly. Barack was the cleanest fucking president. All right, he smoked cigarettes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
He
something.
smoked fucking cigarettes.
Smoking
But
cigarette.
he was the cleanest fucking president ever in American history of presidents.
But you know what? You know what? The thing about when Barack ran for president, it made him different from all the other candidates that tried before him.
What?
Barack just ran to be president. Like the rest of them was trying to be the first black president. Like all of those times when Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson was trying to get their name on the ballot.
Keep hope alive.
Yeah, they was
Keep
trying to be
hope alive.
they was focused on trying to be the black president. Barack was like, look, I'm just trying to be president. It just so happened that I happen to be black, but I know what's going on. what's going on because I'm actually in the law. Like I work. Like come
Yeah.
on, I'm a politician. I understand how this stuff works. So
He
that's
put
where
this man up there.
yeah he ran his campaign like any other one trying to become president. And when he won, nobody could take it from him.
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. I gotta fucking cut this thing off his face. I'm listening to you, bro. I'm just trying to cut something off his sprinkled face. If
That's
you
all
let
right.
me. Oh, come on, nigga. Stop.
Well, he got hair in his face.
Nah, it's a piece of hair that's right by his eye.
Oh,
That
I saw him earlier trying to wipe it out his face, but I'm like, dude,
I'm trying to cut that shit, but he won't let me cut it. I'm gonna get him though. But yeah,
it sounds like this where as much as I say I want a dog, I don't want a dog. She's just another goddamn kid.
I mean, it's not as it is what it isn't. It's dogs are they're expensive, but the maintenance is a little bit easy if you know what you're doing. Like you gotta walk it, you gotta feed it. You know,
I'm just worried about like a damn vet bill, yo.
that's why there's a hospital called Banfield Hospital. It's associated with PetSmart. There's a fucking monthly fee, $38 a month. All you gotta do is pay that fee. That shit covers as many doctor's visits and many vet visits as you want. Because it pretty
Okay.
much pays off itself. Like if you don't really if your dog ain't sick, you ain't really going to the vet like that. You only go to the vet when the dog is sick. And that's very rare that the fucking dog is sick, unless the shit eats something it's not supposed to eat, or is in the street, get hit by a car or something like that. Yeah. So it's $38 a month. 10 months at $380. A fucking vet bill is about $400 or $500 if you go once. So it's
I think it balances itself off.
it balances itself out. As long as you do what you gotta do, your dog, your animal will never get fucking sick like that. Because they good in the cold and the weather, so it's not like you gotta fucking bundle them up or nothing. I mean, I put a little jacket on them, I don't think I'm gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. My sister put a jacket on Coco.
I hate them niggas that be putting dogs in strollers. Like, why you doing that?
You know, I was talking about that at work the other day. I was like, yo, I was on the train with this chick. And I was like, she looked like she was a little older. And I was like, oh shit, another older person with a young baby. There's a lot of us out here. And then when I got a little closer, I realized that's not a regular human stroller.
It's a
I
doggy
forgot what the
stroller.
name was. I'm like, that's not a Graco. One of them fancy ones. And when she popped the lid, there was a damn bulldog in there. I'm like, okay.
In the fucking stroller. Stop, stop, stop. Nah, he ain't gonna let me do it. I gotta get somebody to help me. I'm gonna have my brother help me cut him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I see. I understand, but that's their job. I can see if the dog was handicapped and they couldn't walk. Yeah, but motherfucker not handicapped. Let the motherfucking dog walk. Like the fuck you got him in the stroller for? The fuck is wrong with you? Just put him in a carrier bag.
I
Put
mean,
him in a something. He
I
can
was
have his
also,
back.
but I was also told that, as dogs get older, they don't have the same energy as they used to, so they don't walk for as long as they used to.
The only reason they don't have the same energy as they used to because you're not exercising that dog. Every dog needs exercise. If you have a lazy fucking dog because you're a lazy fucking person, then of course the mobility of the dog is not gonna be the same. You're not walking the dog, you're not running the dog. If I see a lot of people out there, there's nothing wrong. Everybody wants a pet for companionship. But if you're an old lady that don't do no walking and don't do no running, all you do is go outside and go to the store and come back, your dog is gonna be lazy like you. Because you're not running the fucking dog. You're not giving the dog enough exercise. So that dog starts to fucking get slow and lazy just like the owner. I'm sorry to say it, but that's how it is. Dogs are meant to fucking run around and have energy. That's the purpose of a dog. Even a lap dog. But they like to go outside, they like to have energy. You don't give them no fucking energy and don't give them no exercise, they're gonna be a lazy fucking dog. That's when their joints gonna start hurting. They're gonna start like fucking pugs and bulldogs. You hear how they be breathing? Like they're not fucking healthy.
Now, there's certain dogs that I don't think should be like, dudes in the hood, they got bulldogs. I'm like, what do you got a bulldog in the hood for?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
You know, like
I
adult.
was dealing with Fox. Remember the girl Fox I was dealing with?
Yeah,
Why this chick had a fucking Great Dane in the project?
it don't make no sense, yo.
A Great Dane, my nigga.
That
That's a
don't make
fucking
sense.
human being.
Yes, that
You
is.
got a
That's
Great
that's
Dane
that's
living
a
in the
big ass
project.
fucking dog.
A two
But
bedroom in the projects. You had a great fucking Dane.
nah, some people be having some large dogs, and they be having more than one. Like you be having like two or three big ass pits living in a fucking project apartment. I'm like, where you fit them at? Like really, where you fit them at? Like they would have to need their own room. Like wait, like I don't see. Like I'm looking at my apartment now. I'm like, I don't see me having no dog bigger than what my sister had.
Exactly.
Like this is
Exactly.
not built for a huge dog.
Exactly. It's built for a small little dog, just like a little cat or some shit. But I don't know. Some people are fucking nuts.
Yeah, I don't get it. I never understood why people would just and they used to raise the hell out of some pit bulls and rottweilers in the hood. I'm like, are y'all serious?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
This dude that lived in Sandler, his pops, Sandler that was 177. His pops had a fucking had a Rottweiler. That shit was big as fuck. I used to be scared of that shit. For
man,
real.
fuck that shit. I'm going Mexican, so I'm giving me a Chihuahua.
Well, shit is dope. I have one.
I don't
I
know.
have one.
I don't know
I
what
have
Harold had one. Harold little fucking dog. That shit was annoying. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, the fuck you got a Napoleon complex, little dog? I didn't even do
Yeah, little
shit.
dogs, they got that shit. My dog now, this nigga got it. We be outside, we be pit bulls outside. I'm like, nigga, you gonna get eaten because I'm not getting eaten. Fuck that. You keep walking, that shit come at you, and that shit bite you and eat you up. You just gonna take a loss. And I'm not. I'm gonna bury your ass in the dirt somewhere. Like you took the loss. You decided that your little ass wanted to bark at a big ass fucking dog. You gonna take the loss. That's it. Sorry.
And them big dogs be knowing, like, all right, don't. I'm good. I'm not even gonna respond to you, little dude. It's crazy. But yeah. But yeah, yeah. Another thing, yeah, we were just talking about that. Then we was also we were talking about health because she said she rides the Tori was expressing how she rides the bike to ride a bike to work.
Oh, that's what's up, Toya. You ride your bike to work. It's cold, but I would do that shit too if I work close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, that's something to think about. But I said I don't think I would ride my bike from four wheel trade up to Harlem. Maybe
Uh, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but you would have to get your body right to do that shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. My body. Now, don't
When I
get me
was
wrong. If I was still
when I was
across the
dating
bridge in
Fox,
Brooklyn,
yeah,
I could ride her across the bridge.
when I was dating Fox, she lived on the Lower East Side, right on Houston Street. I lived
Yeah,
on 147. We used to ride our bikes back and forth. I used to ride my bike from her house to Harlem to my apartment, and then she would do the same and come from my apartment to it was good exercise. That shit felt good.
actually, yeah. But I was like, it was a good look because now that I'm close to Central Park, I can just rent, grab a bike and just go, grab a city bike and keep it moving.
That shit is hard, son. I did Central Park. That shit is hard, bro.
I was Central Park, shit. I mean, I'm a beginner.
Them hills. If you want to do a beginner, you can't do Central Park.
So I ain't going back down to Prospect Park.
Nah, don't not. You just do the streets because you got the bike lanes and shit. But if you a beginner, you're not ready for Central Park because you gonna go not even a quarter of a mile and then you can be like, oh fuck this shit, and you gonna go back. The Central Park is serious. That shit is serious. Well, when I lived on 127th Street. I would ride my bike from 120. Actually, when I lived in Escobar too, I would ride it from 147 down to 110th and back up. And it was cool. But yeah, if you a beginner, son, don't that Central Park should have you saying fuck this bike. You gonna throw that shit in the fucking street
I'm a super beginner.
for real.
Yeah, she was putting me on with the yeah. So I was like, that's not a good look. I said that's exercise I can rock with.
Toya, you ride your bike how often? Since you're texting me, you're typing. How often do you ride your bike, Toya? Don't worry, we'll wait.
Shit, 3 times a week.
Okay, that's what's up.
Wait, what you mean? Wait, did you call her
Huh?
a bitch yet? Call who a bitch yet?
What you said?
No, I was talking about one of her old texts when she said, "Did we call her a bitch yet?" Call who a bitch? We talking
Oh, I
about
didn't
baby.
call her yet. I know why she ride it 3 times a week. She likes stuff in between her legs.
Whoa, flag on a play. Inappropriate.
She likes something hard and black in between her legs.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ah.
See, folks, this is what I'm talking about, folks. No filter. I'm trying to be this reserved one, and here he comes.
I didn't want to call her a bitch, but I wanted to say something else. What you drinking, son?
Just water. That's it. I don't remember the last time I had an adult beverage. It was
I
probably.
had one. Damn, I haven't had one in a few weeks.
Wait, no, I'm lying. I had an adult beverage December 2021.
Damn.
That's when I went to go visit my mom's. We had a drink or two out on the patio.
What you doing Saturday?
Nothing.
You gonna be home?
Yeah.
Alright. Me
Uh,
and Tara might slide on through because I'm bringing her to Harlem to get her hair braided.
all right, cool. Just let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna be there early. You got mad frequency on your mic this time. It don't usually be
Yeah, I
like that.
know. I don't know what that's about. That's not usually what happens. I'm like, I don't know. That's why sometimes I gotta turn it off and turn it back on. Wait, let me see something. Noise reduction. Oh, that's because my noise reduction is off.
Oh,
Oh, but it can't be changed while I'm recording. That sucks.
no.
Alright, but I know the trick with that. What I'll do is I'll just turn the mic off and then turn it back on. We gotta work around these things.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Yeah, that's new for me. I'm like, I ain't never get no feedback like that. I was like, oh
Yeah,
no.
me neither. I'm not used to that shit. I'm used to hearing the train, so I'm not no other feedback.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. I'm gonna get that shit together. What I'm probably gonna do is start using headphones again too.
Mm.
The mic is cool, but
I
sometimes,
might now, nice chat
you know,
one.
they're like just in case Hunter wakes up to go to the bathroom, I don't want him, as talking using adult language. Headphones, he can't hear it, but so but he can hear it coming through the damn laptop. I'm like, no, I don't want you to sit there and hear the bad language. All right, give me a minute. Let me go pay the water bill.
Pay that water bill. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my water bill? I got a PP hill. I know I'm wilding out, y'all. Today was a good, boring day. I need my job in Connecticut to hurry up because I'm tired of fucking driving an hour and a half to New York and then 2 hours in traffic coming back. I'm tired of it. My life ain't set up like that no more. I don't have anxiety, but that should be stressing me out. Hey guys, say hi to Sprinkles. He's a little badass. See? I don't know. He has issues. Toya, hi. Can you get on the video so I can talk to you? Or on the audio so I can talk to you? Please? Pretty please? With cherries on top? Like this Will Smith and Chris Rock shit really kind of pissed me off, just a little bit. Hi, Toya.
Hi.
What's up? What's
You're an
wrong?
asshole, by the way.
Thank you.
But
I'm
it's
now I'm
okay.
happy you're on because you haven't said that in a while.
So just putting that shit out there. Um, yeah. No, I wanted to lose weight and I keep on saying I'm gonna go to the gym.
Uh huh.
And for some reason, 125th Street does not see me often. Like I've went to Lane Bryant, which
Uh
is
huh.
legit 2 stores away from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Never went in the
Yep.
gym. But
Why?
um
Why you don't like it?
I lost the motivation I had many moons ago,
Okay.
you know? So I love saving money. So I was like, wait a second. If I swipe myself in the morning and ride back home, I should be able to, you know what I mean?
And how
And
far do you work?
2.18 miles.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Uphill or downhill?
Well, I don't do the streets. I go through Central Park. So I'm at
Okay.
56. So I walk to the beginning of Central Park.
Okay.
I get in there. My goal is to not come off the bike. There are two markers like that have me come off because, like you said, it's very hilly.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
on Monday was my first ride last week, and I came off twice. On Friday, I came off only once, and I high five myself. You know, I caught many cramps between my legs,
I bet you did. Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to do it tomorrow. But I have to be home by 4 o'clock because I have to start working again. But it takes me 30 something minutes if I leave on
But that's
time.
not bad. That's actually a
Yeah.
good time.
Well, I was just looking at the fact that it would cut my Metro card in half.
Okay, that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true.
And I have walked home from work before, like, but I was like, hey, you like riding, you know? I was wondering, quick question, because you
Mm-hmm.
drive. Is there a bike lane on the FDR?
No.
No, there, you know how
Well,
people run
the
on the
only
side of it?
um on the FDR, there's no bike lane on the actual FDR. There's on the
Right.
side of it because, like, if you're downtown by the Lower East Side by Houston Street,
Uh-huh.
you got the FDR Park that has nothing
Oh.
but bike lanes at the park. Then once you get to 23rd Street, then it stops because there's no real side to be on 23rd Street. Then once you get to, yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you pass 23rd Street, unless you're going to First Avenue and you're riding on First Avenue Street, there's no bike lanes or nothing for you on FDR Drive.
Well, I know. Well, not literally on it, but like on the side of it, I've seen people running. I'm not trying to remember
Yeah, because
how far.
that's like the
Um,
little promenade areas they have there.
yeah,
You can ride your bike there too, but you would have to go to, like, for instance, example, you would have to go to like 34th Street, ride that little bridge across FDR Drive to the little promenade there. Remember the promenade from, I think it starts on, it may start on 34th Street and go all the way up to like 96th Street, the actual promenade. So
right.
you can ride your bike there, yes. The little,
Because like
yeah.
it's not a problem for me to walk to 96th Street.
But what about West
Um,
Side Highway?
my
'Cause
job is on the east side.
I know, but I'm saying, well, okay, you're right. Because I know West Side Highway, the whole Riverside area park all the way
Mm-hmm.
down, like all the
Mm-hmm.
way from 60, actually the whole shit. West
Yeah,
Side
the
Highway,
east side of
all the
it.
way from 125th all the way
Yeah,
down to fucking World Trade Center. There's a bike path,
and that's a flat one, right?
and that's flat. Yes,
Yeah, I would
you
love
may
to
have
do
a couple of little bit of hills, but it's not big. But that shit is a
it. It's not
straight flat
Central
right.
Park Hill.
Nah, nowhere close to Central Park Hills,
Ugh.
and that's a cool ride because you're going, like, once you get to Boat Basin, which is like 80 something street, maybe mad bikes, mad people running on the fucking west side all the way down. Like, there's always people there. That's a good ride. I did that a few times too. On 125th Street, all the way down to fucking to the World Trade Center and all the way back.
That's nice.
And like during the summertime, you get because nobody expects you to ride the straight ride during the summertime. Like on like I said, Boat Basin, and then like certain parts of 59th Street or whatever, they have little festivals out there. They got the
All
little
right.
restaurants and shit right there. It's cool. It's a good look. I haven't done that in years.
I'm just looking for ways to make these $2 work for me. And
Start stripping.
okay, like I was saying.
Wow, that was wow.
Hey,
This is start skipping.
you
Wow.
want to find out how $2 is gonna work? You start stripping. Shit.
I'm not
That's how you
ignoring
gotta
you.
do it.
I'm ignoring you. But yeah,
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta give me that ass. Somebody gotta give me that ass.
You're a damn fool.
he is.
Always. Gotta love me.
Mm,
Yeah, she said that's the question is still debatable about that one.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. Remember that song back in the 90s?
I don't think I do.
Oh, I'm gonna have to play that shit for you.
No, you ain't gotta play it.
Alright. Fuck you too.
he said,
That's see,
"Fuck
y'all making me
you
get out of
too."
my character. Y'all making me get all ethnic and stuff.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Why we make you get out of cat? What define being ethnic?
I don't know, but it's gonna be 70 degrees tomorrow.
It's supposed to rain though, right?
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at now. It's supposed to start raining at 5 o'clock.
Oh, sugar cookies. So I gotta bring an umbrella to work. So it's like now I'm gonna pick them up. Too
By that
legit.
time, I'll be home.
Too legit to quit. Hey, hey. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Hey.
Wow. Hammer, son. Hammer.
I used to be a joint, but you know, he's going to dance and that shit and everything.
Too legit. Too legit.
I'm like, okay, Hammer. Hammer don't hurt him.
Too legit. Get crunk, get crunk. Get crunk, get crunk, get crunk. Get crunk, get crunk. Get crunk, get crunk, get crunk.
Yeah, Hammer just can't sell like get crunk. I'm like, son.
What you said?
I said Hammer didn't sell like get crunk, get crunk.
You said he didn't sound like get crunk?
He didn't sell it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. MC Hammer's like get crunk. I'm like, son.
He
No.
didn't. He wasn't a crunk guy.
No, he wasn't a crunk dude.
He was a
I, I only respected crunk after Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
To the windows, to the
Oh, the
walls.
fucking walls. The sweat dropped down my balls. Oh, leave me
Oh,
alone. Oh, get motherfucker.
ski, ski, goddamn, goddamn.
My brother used to love that song. Junebug. That nigga used to love
No,
that shit.
Junebug was walking down the street after the club, barefooted, to
My
my
motherfucking feet hurt. Remember he did that shit? That, that shit was hilarious. He read that shit. My motherfucking feet hurt. That nigga
oh,
stupid.
man. Oh, he's hilarious. Man. He was like, yo, why?
Sometimes I don't know. I had to claim him. That's my brother, but
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He was like, damn, son. It was fun though. We had fun that night.
We had a lot of fun that night. We was twisted. That's when we went to Exit, right? We went to Club Exit.
We went to Exit.
Yep.
Because he first went to the first club. We was like, nah, we ain't going in here.
Yep. We went to Club Exit.
Then we went to Club Exit, which wasn't too far away. Whose birthday was it?
It was my birthday.
Okay.
Yep, I remember it was my birthday. Because it was me, you, him, Jamel Hendricks went.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of us that went.
We all for it, yeah, because that's the night when we had Black had an extra ID and had to give it to Mel so Mel could get in the club. We was like,
Yep.
how did the bouncers let that go through? Like,
Yeah. They didn't even look at that shit.
He was like, son, we was like, one, how come you ain't got ID? Two,
Yeah,
how did you let that rock?
yeah, yeah. That was funny.
But yeah, that's when we learned. But see, that's we learned a lot of people didn't walk with ID at that particular time. We was like, how y'all not walking around with ID?
Yeah.
Then they time we
What's
through the bus trip to Atlantic City,
yes?
and a lot of them couldn't get their vouchers because
When they
they.
get their vouchers and they was tight.
I'm like, what you thought they was gonna give it to just give them away? Now, how you supposed to claim your prize? They didn't know who you are.
Or somebody had their fucking food stamp card thinking they was gonna use that for their voucher.
Yo, but a lot of people use that food stamp card as an ID. I'm like,
Can't use in the
wow,
casino though. You can't use that shit in the casino.
you damn sure can't. You know, first of all, you was getting food stamps in New York City. Back then, they wasn't letting you go from state to state with it.
Exactly.
Back then, when we did that, it was like, yo, you gonna use them in New York City? How you going to
Back
New
then,
Jersey?
hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Mike Jones.
Yeah, they ain't even hot. I'm lukewarm, and they're like, hey, okay. Mike Jones, he really put his phone number on the record too. Yo, oh yeah, the second topic we was discussing a time capsule, yo. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
I thought
We
about
got.
one. I wanted to do a time capsule, but I was like, just in general, like, yo, we had like three. If somebody asked us to put three things in the time capsule, like, what three things would you put in there and why? Like, let's say like they say, hey, 100 years from now, we're gonna reopen this up for the new generation or whatever the case may be. What would you put in there for the people that's 100 years from now?
I got
Or should we
this.
stop and think about this and then drop him next week with it?
Okay.
No, I got it. I got it. I got it.
What you
I
got,
got it. I
Toya?
got it.
What you got?
I would put a COVID test in it,
COVID test. Okay.
and inside the COVID test would be the Department of Education fill out paperwork that you got to do for your child every time to get him or she in the building, which I could
Uh,
never do because you can falsify it. They don't ask you to write your temperature. I legit roll out of bed and go, no, 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 no.
yeah, I used to do that too. When we had to fill out that paper at work, I used to just check no's of everything.
No, because the second you write yes, Jonathan, you're on mute, by the way. Okay. So the second you say yes, you can't enter the building. So I would
Exactly.
definitely put that in there. Um, I would put our
Our what?
phone.
Cell phone?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true because about 100 years from now, cell phones are gonna be
It's
non-existent.
not gonna be this big.
No, we're not even gonna have it. That's just gonna be implanted in our fucking ear.
It's gonna get implanted in your ear. Okay, it's not nothing getting implanted in my ear. Okay, no, no, thank
I
you.
ain't gonna be here in 100 years, son. I'm
Oh,
already 44.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be 100 years, so they ain't playing nothing nowhere.
anyway,
I'm gonna make it to live until like 90 something, but I ain't gonna be 100,
Not
144.
another. Now,
you
I
don't
think it.
know.
Huh?
You don't know.
I do know.
I'm not
You
living
don't.
to
No,
150.
he said
Life
he's gonna
expectancy
be
in my
running with the
family is
dogs.
between 81 and 99.
Anyway, I'm not finished saying the third one.
Okay, what's the third one?
Uh, hmm, January 6th.
January 6th.
When they stormed the Capitol,
Yes.
you
Videos of
put
them.
video or media coverage of it.
Yes.
That shit is already in the history books.
Yeah, that's history.
Right. But you said, what would I put in there? First of all, is that's
In a
one.
hundred years, it will be.
No, no. But is it the history of January 6th, 2021? Or will it be so washed that it doesn't even look the same?
Better
Because
point.
if you listen to exactly what happened that Wednesday, when everyone's eyes was able to work, okay, by the following Friday, they said it was Antifa. So since it went from Antifa to it was some good fine people to right now they were fighting for democracy. So yeah, it's history, right? But I feel like Bill Barr, the attorney general, second one under Trump, said the winners write the history books. Okay, and they're fighting the history right now as we speak.
That
They're
is
making
definitely
the
true.
history. Okay, um, Thomas' wife, Ginny Thomas, was there. Okay, so you don't feel like over time the history don't get watered down to the fact that they become patriots, to the fact that they become he was just trying to defend democracy. That's the spin that's out there. So yes, I would like to put January 6th in there. I want people not to get the spin, but to actually see these people scaling the Capitol. They Capitol, and
Yeah.
only one person got killed by armed guard. Other people died and got injured or killed themselves after, but only one person got killed. That I would like to be in the history book. Okay? Not the fact that the woman was told to stop, 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 or I'll shoot, but the fact that now she's been hailed a patriot. She died for her country. So no, history books is not where I need it to be. I need the video, raw, dirty video where no one can say it was altered. They said it was a false flag. Okay, my eyes showed me the false flag. So those are the three things. Seeing that they're still trying to negotiate January 6th in the cases, those are three things I would like to be in my time capsule. Capsule.
Okay. Not bad at all. That's good. Those are good three choices.
I don't have three yet. I gotta think. That's something different. Maybe I'm gonna say number one is gonna be a condom.
Yeah.
Nobody uses them shits no more.
That's what I said. 100 years from now, like, what's that?
They're like, what's that? They gonna think it's a balloon or some shit. It's like,
Yes.
damn, this is a sticky balloon. Yeah, why you putting it to your mouth? Why you putting it to your mouth?
I don't know. I know. I think maybe one of the things. I'm not sure, but I think one of the things I put in is a debit card because I'm sure we ain't gonna be using no damn debit card
That's true. I agree with that.
because
I agree with that.
everything's gonna
Or
be
a book.
digital. Or a book. Everything's gonna be digital.
Everything is digital.
Everything's gonna be
Everything
digital.
is digital.
I might put a money Metro card in there because thanks to Omni.
Ah, get out. I gotta go walk this dog and then take my ass to sleep because y'all know I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. So yeah, all right, that's cool. We call it a night.
Toya, thank you again. I appreciate you.
Not a problem. So we're gonna start off with time capsules next
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna finish up the time capsule next week because we got to put our time capsule together. I don't know what I really want to put in mine.
I'm gonna do that shit later. I'm gonna put it together while I'm at work tomorrow since I don't do that at work.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
No comments. Is this where we say three things and then you and my friend Mr. Birfmark go from 3 to 1 because y'all didn't have enough time in the week finish this, this, this.
No, no, I really couldn't find 5 songs. I couldn't find five. I found my fifth song while we was doing the show. Like I don't know. It's just I found four perfect songs, and as a fifth one, I just didn't know what to pick. But I could find three things to go into a time capsule. I can.
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Wow.
I didn't get
Wow. Don't worry about that. Don't. Wow.
that.
Bringing back memories. Wow. I don't know. It's just crazy. Yeah, I would have to think about three things because that's crazy. Because I can't even sit there and say, shit. I probably leave a book on how to write cursive. They don't do that shit no more now. So imagine 100 years from now.
Yeah, they don't. Yo, at work, and these fucking little 16-year-olds got to sign their little license shit. They be looking stuck. I'm like, yo, sign your name. They don't know what the fuck to do. And their parents, yeah, because they don't teach it in school. I'm like, but they sell a book at fucking 99 cents store.
First
Buy
of
the
all,
book.
education starts. Yeah, education starts at home.
You do
Yeah,
know why
buy the
they're
book,
doing
buy the
that,
shit from
right?
99 cents store, take it home and have them sit there and do it. No,
Yeah, first of all, they're on the smartphone. They can sit there and print it out on their own printers at home.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm like, I
No,
don't know.
They said the reason, well, someone is, it's a rumor. They said the reason they don't teach cursive anymore is they don't want you to learn your rights
they don't
because,
want you to learn what?
It's because they all written in script, right?
yeah, your rights.
Wait,
Oh,
I didn't hear nothing you said. Say that shit again.
There's some
John,
rumor.
John, put your on mute so I can hear. Say it again, Toya.
It's a rumor where it says that the reason why they don't teach cursive anymore in schools is they don't want you to learn your rights because the founding fathers, you
Everything
know,
was written in cursive.
in cursive. So what we have now, if you see the Constitution, they type it up the same way you see the Bible is typed up. Now, if I decide to play telephone with either one of y'all, we gonna drop off a word or two. So if you have it
Copy,
in front of you and
copy,
you can't read it, you
copy,
have to believe the type version, you know?
copy.
Like,
Trying to erase
um,
history to make it what they want it to be.
well, history has always been erased.
Yeah, of course it
Always.
has. Yeah,
So it's not like they're trying now. It's not the new Air Force Ones. I mean, it's something that's always been happening. So, you know, I don't know. I just find it funny. And Mr. Birthmark,
yes, ma'am.
did you read the when I went to college, I did this, The Danger of a Single Story?
The danger of what?
A single story.
No, never read that.
All right, I'm gonna send you the TED Talk or whatever the case is.
When I was in college, I'm gonna show you really quickly what was mandated for us to read my freshman semester at Hofstra. We had to read this. We had to read with the other ones. Hold on, I got you. If I can fucking find it. We had to read this. And there's one more, but I don't think I have it. I gotta get it. I
What?
should have
It was just a
it.
two-page paper. It was an essay.
We had to read this.
Okay. By who?
Carter G. Woodson, The Miseducation of the Negro.
Okay.
We had to read that. We had to read this.
Message. Okay.
Message to the Black Man by Elijah
Okay.
Muhammad. And we had to read Stolen Legacy, which I don't have, and I have to get another copy of it.
Okay.
Those three books were mandated for me to
What was
read.
what was your major?
It wasn't my major. I was in a HEOP program,
Okay.
HEOP program, and my HEOP program director was a black man. His name is I still speak to him this day. He's one of my mentors. So the program was a 7 week program in the summer, my freshman year. Well, pre-freshman, it was before actual semester started. It was a 7 week
Mm-hmm.
program where we had to read those books. There was another book called There's a River. It was about how we came here from Africa, from the shores of Africa. So it was those four books that we had to read. And then if you look on my wall right here, that's Frederick Douglass. And one of his in one of his speeches, It's called "If There's No Struggle, There's No Progress." We had to fucking learn this fucking speech verbatim, and we had to speak it in front of the fucking university, like each individual, because it was 22 people in my class. Matter of fact, hold on, hold that thought. Here we go. This is my freshman year summer program. We was in the side of the dorm. It was 22 people in my class. My dean is in the front, right here, and next to him is Gil Noble. I don't know if you guys know who Gil Noble is. Gil Noble was one of the first black men to have his own syndicated talk show called Like It Is. He died a few years ago, but I met him. I met a whole bunch of other. I met Wyatt T. Walker. I met a whole bunch John Hendrick Clark and Dr. Ben Carson. Like I met a whole bunch of people, and it was crazy. Like that program, 7 week fucking rigorous program of intense Black history, and
Nice.
at my freshman year, that's when Rosewood. Remember the movie Rosewood? That's when Rosewood came out in the movie theater. We went to see that shit in the movie theater in Long Island. Now you know, Long Island was known for nothing but white people. As soon as we got out of that fucking movie theater, I was ready to slap the shit out of any white person that I saw.
Yeah.
Like dead ass serious. And I couldn't do that because it was too many white people. My hands would have been hurting. But that's how I felt after watching that fucking movie Rosewood. It was crazy. Like me and the rest of my classmates, we all felt some kind of way because of fucking Rosewood. But yeah.
I don't know. I think anybody of color who have some knowledge of self or of the history or cared about our history had an issue with Rosewood.
Yeah.
Like that movie, that and Rosewood, particularly for us, like me and you did, because you know our organization. Like
Yeah.
when I watched it again after that, and I seen how he misused his,
Yeah, he misused his power of being an
and I was
organization.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That
yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
that's
That,
what got me. That's what. Yeah. When I first saw it, that's what kind of pissed me off about it anyway. Because I knew about the organization. I wasn't a part of it yet, but yeah, that shit. Yeah.
and then it was just like, yo, did he just misuse his power like that? Like that's not what this is about. But I was like, oh shit.
But he did it, and he got away with it. And
By the way, blame the black dude.
that's it. Blame the black dude. Kill the black people.
Hmm.
There was so many rich black fucking towns in this world,
So
but
many, so many.
it's it's all taken away because white man was afraid that we would fucking learn and get our shit together. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Central Park used to be a fucking rich white city. I mean, rich black city. Central Park. They covered Central Park up. They rebuilt over Central Park to fucking take away the black history that New York had. That's crazy. You fucking put a park over a fucking section of the city that was just for black people.
So, back to the capsule and why I said I would like the video, because this is what's been happening, you know? Um, Alternative facts, I think Conway called it. And that's what we're living in. Alternative facts, alternative reality,
Yes, I agree. I
you
agree.
know? So I feel like the more you get to know somebody, what part of the person are you meeting? You know, is it the real person or is it the alternative?
But
So
that you will never find out until you take the time to spend with that person. Because I mean, everybody shows their true colors very quickly.
nah, I show it right away. I don't got time. I told a coworker we were talking about this because we were watching a movie,
Uh huh.
and I was like, I am so mother flowering lazy that I will tell you right off the bat. how I feel. Why? I don't have time or the 6 months or the time to get to know you. I spend many moons listening to Safe in My Own Skin because many years I was not safe in my own skin. So now I believe I'm more safer in my skin than I was when I was 20 something.
Yeah.
And I love, I think I am very funny, and um my broken bed is very comfortable for me right now. So it's okay for me to be okay by myself. That took time because I like people. Not all people. I like children more than I like people. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm a people person. I need to be around people. I can't be by myself. But the older I get is the more I'm like, you know what?
Fuck them people. Fuck them people.
There's a liquor store right there around the corner from me. And I went in, dropped my $26, came out with this big, huge New Amsterdam, and I have life. You know what I'm saying? Can't drink the way I want to because G is here, but I like me.
You said fuck them people. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna just have my own fun. I feel you on that because I love people too, but sometimes I like my own space because sometimes people try to crowd your space and fuck your space up.
At work
And no,
today, this lady looked at me and she was like, Satoya, when are you going to have lunch with me? And I'm like, well,
what did
um,
you really say? You was like, bitch, I don't really know you like that.
she's very sweet. That's the part that's fucking me. But I'm like, well, I like to be by myself during my lunch break. I either call my one girlfriend who is now working from home and I'm like, my girl, or she's running her mouth and I'm just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Or I'm listening to music, watching Hulu. But during lunchtime, I'm like, I don't want to hear the children. I don't want to see you. There's just too many people at the building opposed to who were there last year. And I'm
Uh,
just like, there's just too many of y'all in here and all the personalities and the emotions. I'm like, ugh. All right. So don't forget your homework, gentlemen.
I won't. I got a lot of homework to do. I don't, and.
But yeah, all right. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with our time capsule entries. Until then, well, this is it.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. He said bang bang. Bang bang. Do it
Caps
again.
that.
Do
Bang
it
bang.
again. Bang bang. Do love. Do love. All right, later, sprinkles. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me.
Good night,
Huh?
guys.
All right, later.
All right, y'all.
All right.